How's it going, YouTube? Stevie here. What is it? Friday the 31st, I think it is today. I think tomorrow's the 1st. What a rotten week it's been. It's Friday night, about 7 o'clock. And this is my first load of the week. And it's just a little shorty, $200 load out of the yard over here to Valparaiso. And the only reason why I did it, I didn't really want to do it, but the only reason why I did it was because of that way it would cover my fixed cost at my company, Arka. Those are about $150. So by the time I pay my 20% to Arka, this will be enough to cover all those fixed costs, so I won't have them for next week. And then I'm trying to decide if I should go back and get my Evansville for Monday. It has been a terrible week. I had an issue with my license. I didn't know. Maybe you guys know this. I don't know. I had a speeding ticket last fall. Actually, it was the first part of December, like the 8th, something like that. Well, I guess for some reason I never knew you had to do this. You have to send the BMV a notice of insurance. Your company does. Well, my company never heard of that either. Or if they did, they didn't do it. One way or another, they didn't do it. And then I guess the Indiana BMV sent me a letter they said the 21st of December, which I'm not saying they didn't send it. I'm just saying I don't recall getting it, and I surely didn't look at it if I did, that is a letter I would have paid attention to, but that doesn't mean I did. Sometimes the mail gets messed up. I get the neighbor's mail, but usually my neighbors, if they get my mail, they bring it over, I think. Actually, I don't know that to be true. I do that. Anyway, long story long. Last Friday, a week ago today, I was home because I only ran 4 last week. The week before. 3. Actually, I only ran 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Whatever it was. 3 or 4. I can't remember. I had noticed that my license had been suspended. Like, what the heck's going on here? I'd been driving half the week with a suspended license. I said, son of a gun, this is terrible. What is the deal? So I called downstate and they said, yeah, you got to send that insurance form in when you get a speeding ticket. I said, since when? And the girl said, since ever. She seemed young, because I don't remember it being ever. I've never remember even doing such a thing. Well, I called my insurance company, and he knew exactly what I was talking about right off the bat. And but he said, you was in your semi, you wasn't in your personal vehicle, so your company's got to send it in. So now I'm trying to negotiate through this with Ukraine. The girl that does that stuff lives in Ukraine, and she wasn't understanding what I needed. Anyway, long story, very long. It took all week, from last Friday to yesterday afternoon, to get my license reinstated. I sent all the paperwork they wanted in on Friday by Friday afternoon late. But the one girl I've talked to several girls down in Indy, and they've all been very nice, and some more helpful than others, but they all have been pleasant to deal with. The one didn't realize I was in a company truck, so didn't even tell me what to do correctly. The other girl said that, oh yeah, you're in a company truck, so she gave me the form I need to fill out, but said they would reinstate it in 24 to 48 hours. Monday, when I resent it in again, the girl said, oh no, it's 7 to 14 days when you do it this way. If your insurance company does it, it's 24 to 48 hours. So I went to Arka and said, hey, can you guys send this in and have the insurance company do that? And they was not hip on that idea. I don't know if they didn't want to rattle the insurance company's cage, or I don't know why, but they didn't want to do it. So at least the state didn't take the whole 14 days. They only took 7. So I just got my license back yesterday then. So yeah, it was not good. Not a good situation at all. I could have gotten in big trouble. And look, there's a fly on my window of my truck already. It's 60 degrees here in Indiana, northwest Indiana today. Anyway, so yeah, I've had a terrible week of trucking. Actually, I haven't had a terrible week of trucking at all. I haven't done any. But I thought this afternoon I had a couple things I needed to get ready on this morning, which I was going to have to do anyway, and I really couldn't have done it any sooner. But now I'm ready to roll again. So I thought, oh, I better at least run this one. And I didn't even leave my house until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Said I really didn't want to do it at all, because they're doing construction on 8094. And what normally would take me an hour and 20 minutes to get to our yard from my house, took over 2 hours. And then I had to drive back this way through it again to come back down to Valpo. And what normally would take an hour, 50 minutes, it took over an hour and a half. And now I got my trailer, or they're unloading me. Actually, they haven't started yet, but I don't know what I'm going to do. If I can go home. I'm only 20 minutes from my house. I can go home and call her a night, or I can go get my trailer for Monday and go park the semi over at the truck stop, because I won't drag that heavy trailer all the way home, and get the hot rod and take it home, which is what I should do, because that way the hours will be, that's well, 1.5, that's 2 hours and about 2.5 hours on a good day that I'll have on my 70 next week that I won't have if I do it on Sunday. Now that's only a big deal if they got 5 of them. If they only got 4, it doesn't make any difference. I got plenty of time. But if they want me to run 5, where are we at? 7 minutes. If they want me to run 5, then it doesn't work. And Walter indicated he thinks they have 5, but that remains to be seen. And he may have me a load coming out of there all the time, 5 days a week, out of a place down there. And if he does,
say a command.
GPS. If he does,
start new route or at his next stop.
Then I probably won't switch and run under my own numbers, because that makes this lane really profitable again. So we'll have to see. But anyway, hopefully the boys unload me here pretty fast. They haven't started yet. Looks like I see other forklifts sitting over there. Maybe it's their dinner break. I was supposed to be here an hour ago, so I can't complain too much. Traffic, held me up like crazy. Anyway, alrighty, I'll try to do more videos. I got lazy. I could have done them all week and I didn't. But, alrighty, God bless. We'll talk again soon.